What if I tell you buying a brand new Volkswagen is the biggest mistake you make with your money? Pause. It will start to lose all its value the second you drive it out of the showroom. Confident. Whereas some used VW models give us better performance, proven reliability, and a more premium feel for way less money. Excited. So today we're breaking down 10 used Volkswagens that simply make more sense than buying a new one. Body 10. Volkswagen Jetta. Mark 6. Neutral. The Volkswagen Jetta is one of those cars where the numbers tell a very different story from its market perception. Pause. Between 2011 and 2018, the MK6 Jetta was sold globally with multiple engine options, but one stands out in terms of reliability, the 2.5-liter 5-cylinder engine. This engine is widely regarded by owners and mechanics as one of Volkswagen's most durable modern engines, largely because of its simple design compared to turbocharged alternatives. Explaining. In markets like the US, the Jetta was positioned as a practical compact sedan, but it shared its platform with the Golf, meaning it benefited from a well-tested MQB architecture in later versions and a solid driving foundation overall. Pause. According to long-term ownership reports and community discussions, many Jetta models, especially with the 2.5-liter engine, regularly cross 200,000 miles with proper maintenance. At the same time, depreciation hits this car hard, often losing a significant portion of its value within the first 5 to 7 years. Open loop. So if it's capable of lasting that long, why does it drop in value so quickly? Payoff. Because perception doesn't match reality. Volkswagen's reputation for higher maintenance costs compared to brands like Toyota or Honda pushes buyers away in the used market. That reduced demand lowers resale prices, even for mechanically solid variants. Confident. For a buyer who understands which engine and model year to pick, the Jetta becomes a calculated decision. You're getting a car with proven longevity, a comfortable driving experience, and a global support network at a price far below what it originally commanded. It's not the cheapest car to maintain, but if chosen correctly, the Jetta offers a balance of durability and value that makes buying new feel unnecessary. 9. Volkswagen Golf, Mark 7. Calm. There's a reason the Volkswagen Golf has been one of the best-selling cars in the world for decades. It consistently gets the fundamentals right. Pause. The Mark 7 Golf, introduced in 2012, was built on Volkswagen's MQB platform, a modular architecture used across multiple models in the VW group. This platform wasn't just about cost efficiency, it improved weight distribution, safety, and overall driving dynamics. Explaining. Depending on the market, the Golf came with a range of engines, but some of the most widely recognized for durability include the 2.0 TDI diesel and later EA888 turbocharged petrol engines, especially after earlier timing chain issues were addressed in newer revisions. Measured. Safety is another strong point. The Mark 7 Golf received a 5-star Euro NCAP rating, reflecting its structural integrity and safety systems. Shift. But what really sets this car apart is consistency. Owners across different regions often describe the Golf as a car that does everything well. Comfortable for daily use, stable at high speeds, and refined enough to feel premium without being overly complex. Open loop. Now, if it's this well-rounded, why isn't everyone just buying a used Golf instead of going new? Payoff. Because newer models come with more tech and updated styling, which naturally attract buyers. That demand for newer versions pushes older MK7 models down in price, even though their core engineering remains highly competitive. Confident. And that's where the opportunity lies. A well-maintained MK7 Golf still delivers modern driving dynamics, strong safety, and proven mechanical performance without the price tag of a new car. It may not be the newest Golf on the road, but in terms of balance and value, it still sets a benchmark that makes buying new feel unnecessary. 8. Volkswagen Passat B7/B8. Steady. The Volkswagen Passat was never designed to impress in a showroom. It was designed to perform over time. Across global markets, especially in Europe and North America, the Passat built its reputation as a long-distance sedan. Models like the B7 and B8 came with engines such as the 2.0 TDI diesel and 1.8T/2.0 T petrol, both widely used across the VW group. Explaining. What makes the Passat stand out is how it handles sustained use. In fleet operations and private ownership, it's not uncommon to see these cars exceed 200,000 to 300,000 miles, particularly diesel variants that are regularly serviced. This isn't rare. It's documented across multiple ownership reports and mechanic insights. Measured. The B8 generation also brought improvements in safety and technology, earning a 5-star Euro NCAP rating, along with better interior refinement and reduced weight compared to its predecessor. Shift. But despite all of this, resale values drop significantly. Not because the car fails, but because buyers associate it with higher maintenance costs and move toward SUVs instead. Open loop. So if it's capable of lasting hundreds of thousands of miles, why are so many of them so affordable in the used market? Payoff. Because demand shifted, not capability. Sedans lost popularity globally, and the Passat became less desirable compared to crossovers. That drop in demand directly impacted resale prices. Confident. For a buyer who values comfort, space, and long-distance reliability, this creates a clear advantage. You're getting a car that was engineered for endurance, now available at a fraction of its original cost. It's not about trends, it's about function. And in that sense, the Passat still delivers exactly what it was built for. 7. Volkswagen Touareg. Low tone. This is where things stop being sensible and start becoming interesting. Pause. The Volkswagen Touareg was never meant to be a budget SUV. When it launched, it shared components with vehicles like the Porsche Cayenne and Audi Q7, including its platform, and in some versions, even engine architecture. Explaining. Globally, the Touareg came with a wide range of engines, but the standout ones include the 3.0-liter V6 TDI diesel and V6 petrol engines, both known for strong torque and long-distance capability. These engines were designed for heavy-duty use, which is why many Touaregs are still on the road with well over 150,000 to 200,000 miles. And then there's the build quality. This is a car that was engineered without cutting corners, air suspension in higher trims, advanced AWD systems, and a level of interior quality that easily competed with luxury brands at the time. Intrigue. Then naturally it should still be expensive, right? Open loop. And also, why are used Touaregs often priced close to mid-range SUVs that were never in the same league? Payoff. Because ownership scares people. Maintenance costs are significantly higher than smaller Volkswagens, and repairs, especially related to suspension or electronics, can be expensive if something goes wrong. Direct. And that fear drives prices down. But if you understand what you're getting into, the Touareg offers something very few cars can, true luxury level engineering, now available at a price that has nothing to do with what it originally was. It's not a casual buy, but for the right person, it's easily one of the biggest upgrades you can get in the used market. 6. Volkswagen Polo. Observational. There's a reason the Polo keeps showing up in conversations about long-term durability. It's one of the few small cars that feels overbuilt for its size. Across global markets, the Polo has been sold with a wide range of engines, but what stands out is its structural integrity. In Europe, multiple generations of the Polo have received high safety ratings from Euro NCAP, including 4- and 5-star scores depending on the model year. Explaining. Unlike many entry-level hatchbacks, the Polo was engineered with a focus on stability and build quality. Owners consistently report that even after years of use, the car feels solid, with minimal rattling or structural wear compared to competitors in the same segment. Shift. And mechanically simpler engine options, especially naturally aspirated petrols and well-maintained diesels, have shown strong longevity across different regions. Open loop. So if it's this well-built and globally trusted, why isn't everyone choosing a used Polo over buying a new small car? Payoff. Because newer cars offer more features and modern design, which naturally attract buyers. But in terms of core engineering, build quality, driving stability, and durability, the Polo still holds its ground. It's not about flash, it's about fundamentals, and that's exactly where the Polo continues to deliver. 5. Volkswagen Vento/Polo sedan. Reflective? Not every car needs complexity to prove its worth. Some just keep working. The Vento, known globally as the Polo sedan, was built using the same foundation as the Polo. That means shared engines, shared components, and a system that's already been tested across millions of cars worldwide. Explaining. Engines like the 1.6 MPI petrol and 1.5 TDI diesel are known for their relatively simple construction compared to modern turbo setups. Fewer components mean fewer long-term risks when properly maintained. Shift. But the Vento never had strong brand excitement around it. Open loop. Well, why does it keep coming up as a smart used buy? Payoff. Because predictability matters. Owners often report consistent performance over high mileage with regular servicing. No surprises, no unnecessary complexity, just a car that does its job. It may not stand out, but when it comes to long-term ownership, that simplicity becomes its biggest strength. 4. Volkswagen CC. Stylish tone. Before sleek, fastback sedans became mainstream, Volkswagen had already built one. The Volkswagen CC was essentially a more premium, design-focused version of the Passat, featuring frameless doors and upgraded interiors. Explaining. It came with engines like the 2.0 TSI and VR6, both widely used across the VW group, with well-documented performance and maintenance patterns. Shift. At launch, it sat in a higher price bracket. Open loop. Well, why is it so accessible in the used market today? Payoff. Because it didn't sell in large volumes. Lower demand led to faster depreciation, not necessarily lower capability, which means today you're getting a near premium sedan experience without paying what it originally cost. 3. Volkswagen Touran. Grounded. Not every car is built to excite. Some are built to work consistently over time. The Touran is a compact MPV based on the same platform as the Golf, making it mechanically familiar and widely supported. Explaining. It's commonly equipped with 1.6 TDI and 2.0 TDI engines, both known for efficiency and long-distance durability. In fleet usage, these engines are often seen crossing 200,000 miles with proper maintenance. Shift. But despite its practicality, it's often overlooked. Open loop. Why would a car built for reliability and space lose popularity? Payoff. Because global demand shifted toward SUVs, MPVs became less desirable, even though they remain highly functional. And that drop in demand directly translates into better value in the used market. 2. Volkswagen Arteon. Premium tone. This is Volkswagen operating at its highest level. The Arteon replaced the CC as the brand's flagship sedan, built on an advanced MQB platform with engines like the 2.0 TSI in multiple configurations. Explaining, it offers features such as adaptive suspension, advanced driver assistance systems, and a significantly more refined interior. Safety performance has also been strong across global crash tests. Shift, but even as a newer model, depreciation is noticeable. Open loop. Well, why does a modern flagship lose value so quickly? Payoff. Because buyers in this price range often move toward luxury brands instead, reducing demand for the Arteon. That's what creates the opportunity. You're getting modern engineering and premium features without paying new car pricing. 1. Volkswagen Scirocco. Sharp tone. Some cars are built for practicality. This one was built for driving. The Scirocco shares its engineering with the Golf, but features a lower stance and a more performance-focused setup. Explaining, with engines like the 2.0 TSI and 2.0 TDI, it delivers strong performance, backed by widely used VW powertrains. Its lighter, sportier design gives it a more engaging driving feel compared to standard hatchbacks, but it never became a mainstream success. Open loop. So why hasn't its value held stronger among enthusiasts? Payoff. Because it sits in a niche. It's less practical than a Golf and not widely known outside enthusiast circles, which limits demand. But for the right buyer, that's exactly the appeal. It's one of the few Volkswagens that still feels unique, and that's something you don't usually get at this price point. So when you really look at it, buying a brand new Volkswagen isn't always the smartest move. These used models already offer the engineering, performance, and driving experience just without the biggest financial hit. Confident. The key is choosing the right model, the right engine, and a well-maintained example. If you found this helpful, let me know down in the comments. Would you choose a used Volkswagen or go brand new? I'm genuinely curious to see what you'd pick and why. Now, if you're serious about Volkswagens, you need to watch this next video where I rank every VW Golf generation from worst to best. Trust me, some of the rankings might surprise you. Click on that video and I'll see you there.